Picture it. It's 11 at night. You've just finished a long shift at work. The kids are finally asleep, and sitting on your desk is a towering stack of complex academic reading you need to get through by tomorrow. As an open and distance learning student, you are juggling a lot. By the time you've managed to hunt down all the right articles, highlight the key paragraphs, and copy over the relevant quotes, you're completely exhausted. You've spent all your energy just gathering the materials, leaving you almost no mental fuel to actually think about what any of it means. Look at this diagram. In research, there's a practical difference between these two sides. On the left, we have knowledge. This is simply the raw collection of information, a growing pile of facts and documents. On the right is intelligence, the active, dynamic network where you connect those facts to solve real problems. Your human brain is meant to live over here, on the intelligence side. When you spend all your study hours acting like a mechanical arm, just sorting and stacking the knowledge pile, you aren't giving yourself the time to do the high-level critical thinking your degree actually requires. This is exactly where artificial intelligence fits into your workflow. Think of AI as a tireless, round-the-clock study buddy, built specifically to take over the tedious, repetitive manual labor of the research process. AI acts as an assistant that clears away the heavy administrative chore time and the energy to put your own human intelligence to work. Let's look at the first phase of any project, finding and organizing your research. Usually, this means sifting through millions of published articles to find the handful of studies that actually apply to your topic. Tools like Google Scholar use systems designed to understand the way people actually speak and write. Instead of forcing you to guess the exact keywords, they evaluate your search's context, scanning massive databases to locate highly specific studies in seconds. But finding the paper is only half the battle. Then comes the headache of manually tracking your sources, keeping your notes straight, and trying to format a bibliography. Tools like Zotero fix that problem, taking chaotic PDFs, extracting data, and snapping everything into formatted citations instantly. Then, workspaces like Notion connect those citations to your notes, as you link ideas and outline forms right before your eyes. By handling the organization, these tools turn a messy desktop into a streamlined, searchable library. You never have to worry about losing a great quote or spending hours typing out a bibliography again. Next comes phase 2, collecting and analyzing the raw data. If you are doing qualitative research, this usually means listening to hours of interview audio. If you are doing quantitative research, it means staring at massive, intimidating spreadsheets. Watch this process in action. AI transcription software solves the audio problem by listening to recordings and instantly converting them into structured formats. Tools like Otter.ai create searchable, time-stamped files. You don't have to pause and rewind a tape 100 times to capture one quote. The challenge is similar with numbers. When staring at a spreadsheet with thousands of rows, trying to spot a hidden trend or meaningful correlation by eye is nearly impossible. Statistical software like SPSS or NVivo use machine learning algorithms to process that dense grid of numbers. They instantly highlight specific patterns that might take a person months to calculate manually. Whether it's words or numbers, the software acts as a high-speed analytical engine. It takes an overwhelming mountain of raw data and organizes it into clear insights, leaving you free to interpret what those findings actually mean. Finally, we reach phase 3. This is where you face the blank page to write. For many students, this stage brings a very specific fear, the worry of accidental plagiarism or poor academic formatting. Use the software as a highly skilled digital editor to refine and sharpen your original arguments. Tools like Grammarly catch structural errors as you type, while paraphrasing applications like Quillbot help you reword tangled, complex sentences, so your ideas flow clearly and logically. To protect academic integrity, tools like Turnitin scan your text. A digital beam cross-references your work against a massive database of global articles. It flags forgotten citations, allowing you to guarantee your work is fully original before submitting it. Using these aids in the writing process is a practical way to confidently polish your own unique voice while strictly maintaining the ethical standards expected in academic research. When you put all of these pieces together, you get a completely new way to approach your education. Today, an open and distance learning student has the equivalent of a full 24-hour research team built directly into their laptop. Look at this illustration. This technology is making high-level research more accessible. A student with a laptop at a kitchen table now has access to the same types of analytical tools that used to be found only in professional research labs. But remember the central relationship we've talked about. The software is simply the tireless assistant. You are the head chef. You are the boss directing the inquiry. So here is my challenge to you. Pick just one of the tools we discussed today. Whether it's a citation manager like Zotero or an audio transcriber like Otter, try using it on your very next assignment to lighten your load. Let the machines handle the tedious, repetitive chores. When you do, you free up your mind to do what human scholars do best: create, question, and discover.